What's going on, you guys? This is your boy Dominic, aka the Dark Rider from the dirty, filthy, as Goody Mob said back in the day. Goody, dirty, filthy, nasty, stinking South. Coming live and direct from the best coast, the West Coast. Let's get into the topic. Now, creating sexual attention and pain. Why do I say, and this is going to be controversial, that a lot of black women are attracted to pain? Let me give you my opinion of why I think that is. And it's not only just black women, it's a lot of women in general, especially in America. It's because they've been socialized to be attracted to men who give them the most problems. See, here's the thing. There's this thing inside a woman that naturally wants to nurture a man. And if you don't have that oomph, that thing in you, them unconsciously that they can change, a lot of them won't get attracted because you don't give off the energy that makes them wet. For a lot of black women, here's the thing. Culturally speaking, if we just want to focus on black women, a lot have been socialized as a child to only view themselves as sexual objects. Let me tell you why that is. A lot of that is because of fatherlessness. A lot of black women, more than any other group of women in this country, black women have been abused. Black women have been castigated. Black women have been sexualized more than any other group of women. Now, people are joking, talk about white girls being slutty, white girls going this, but black women can do many of the same things that white women do. However, they get 100% more of the consequences, or they get castigated more for the same behavior that other groups of women do. Okay. So then we'll say, well, why is it that a lot of these black women like these scumbag dudes, these low-level guys? Anybody with two eyes can see that for the most part, a lot of black women like those type of men. And I started to wonder, like, why is that? Here's the thing, folks. Here's my perspective. It's not because a lot of those women are bad women. It's because a lot of those women, they don't know any better. And I can hear you saying, oh, Dominic, here you go. You're getting ready to go into Simpville. Trust me, fellas, I'm not going to go there. But I just want you to hear me out for a second. Here's the thing. Imagine yourself as a woman. You're young. You grow up in a culture where you've been told your whole life that you're just titties and ass. That's your value. That's your worth. You don't have a father there to give you that first non-sexual look. You don't have a father there to say, baby, you're beautiful, and mean it. You don't have a father there to protect you. You don't have a father there to put you up on game as it relates to men. You don't have a father there. And if, many cases, you have a father there, you see your father abusing your mother. You see your father in and out, and he got 100 different women. You see your father there being conditional, not unconditional, but conditional with your mother. You grew up seeing this, and on top of you growing up seeing this, especially women in my generation, you grew up hearing about how you're just a piece of titty and ass, how you're no good. Then what happens? You grow up unconsciously with that type of trauma. And so, because of childhood trauma, you unconsciously grow up. Look at the squirrel, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Mr. Squirrel. He likes what I'm saying. Yeah, you know I'm telling the truth. You grow up and you say to yourself, this is how I am. So you say, I want a good man. I want a man who respects me. I want a man who loves me. But yet you find yourself every single time with dudes that treat you like shit. With dudes who treat you exactly how your mother was treated by your father. Dudes who are not absent, not in your life. Dudes who their value in you as a woman is your ass. And you do this unconsciously because you really don't know any better. And it's funny because what happens is, unconsciously, if you get a guy who genuinely respects you, genuinely wants the best in you, ugh, I don't like him, he's weird, I'm not attracted to them. Why? Because you've been programmed as a child, let me be blunt, to allow your body to open up for your pussy, excuse my bluntness, to get wet when a guy causes you pain. Because a guy is causing you to feel pain. And because he's making you feel pain, your body opens up to that. You're used to your mom having guys in and out of the house. You used to that, and because of that, that's why you are not successful in relationships. Folks, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it real, and this is not a blame game thing. 70%, I think it said at one point, of black women are single. And I said, you know, that number is astronomical compared to other groups of women. And I could never understand why. And I really sat and thought about that. And like I said, what I'm saying is not based on any scientific data. It's based on experiential knowledge. In my opinion, fatherlessness has fucked over a lot of black women. Fatherlessness has created an environment to where a lot of women don't honor manhood, or their idea of masculinity is skewed. A lot of them, not all of them. A lot of black women are attracted to men who cause them pain. So the more pain you cause them, the more sexual tension is created. So then it taps into that woman's natural innate desire to nurture, and part of nurturing is changing, is comforting. That's why you'll see them with these baby boys, because he has provided the opportunity for her to do what comes natural to her, and that's to nurture. Not only does she have the opportunity to nurture, but her pussy gets wet around her, because of that she becomes sexually attracted. Now all this stuff is not deliberate. It's unconscious, because she hasn't dealt with childhood trauma. A lot of black women have become traumatized. A lot of black women have been sexually exploited by the men in their life since they were children, by the men in their life that they were supposed to trust. It was some uncle or some cousin that molested them, that raped them, that groped them in some kind of way. So that's why I say black women, man, that's why when I look at black women, man, honestly, a lot of them, I feel sorry for them. Because I'm not even saying it from perspective, I hate black women. I've always been attracted to black women. Man, but I'll be honest, I'll be so 100 when I tell you this. You see my complexion, I don't think I'm dark, but I've always liked women my complexion are dark. Not saying I wouldn't date another woman. I like women beautiful, you know, it don't matter what complexion, but I'm just saying my preference have always been women my complexion, you know what I mean? So if you light skinned or something out there, you fine. Don't be like, oh, he was cute, but he don't say that, holler at your boy. But anyway, but the reality is a lot of those women that have had a lot of the issues that I saw growing up have been a lot of women my complexion, because they had to go through a lot of colorism. They had to go through being called they were ugly, and the ones that used to mistreat me the most were women in my complexion. I'm just being real with you, keeping it 100. And once I started to understand why they did that, then I understood why their behavior was the way that it was. Why a lot of those women act ratchet. It's because they've been told as a child that they're not beautiful. And they've internalized that. And they've in turn thought that was their only work. Why you think you see a lot of these women doing these twerk videos? Why you think they, if you're not giving them a non-sexual, like women will be like, oh, that nigga ain't shit, he ain't no good, fuck him, blah blah blah, and then the same women will fuck those dudes. But here you are, you're not creating that tension, creating that drama, and every single time she puts dudes like that in the friend zone and don't want to have nothing to do with you, she just sort of puts you on the shelf. She doesn't want to have anything to do with you. Think about that. It's because unconsciously she has come to view normalcy as weird. She's come to view normalcy, or a guy acting normal and treating her right, as weird. And she's come to see dysfunctionality as the norm. So because you're not creating dysfunctionality, not causing her to feel pain, it's causing her not to feel attracted to you. And because she's not attracted to you, because you're not creating tension, she's not sexually stimulated by you unconsciously. So she keeps dealing with those type of dudes every single time. I know what I'm talking about because I've seen it, not only in my life, but in life of a lot of individuals. So I'm telling you as guys, man, when you go to talk to these women, understand it has nothing to do with you. A lot of these women and men, they just have a lot of unresolved childhood issues that they have to deal with stemming from trauma. All right, this is your boy Dom, coming live and direct from the West Coast.